Hi, it's Judith with a brief tour of the course and the different elements that I talked about in the formal presentation. Here we are in the course. This is a Moodle course management system, the same course management system that we all are in this course we're taking together. When I build a course, I start with nothing. All I have is a shell. So this is quite a long process as I have to put everything in the course. So this is how it looks to start. I used the collapsed form of setup, so you can see that all the different weeks are collapsed. I provide a check-in thread for the students, and I would like to demonstrate that one media I'm using there. Here's my hello to the students. The course actually opens up tomorrow on Tuesday, and I used a new media element to me, which is the Telegami, which I'm enjoying quite a bit. So I use this for my introduction. You can see it's right here, and it goes on. So the students are going to get to listen to that, and then I actually wrote in the name of the course there. That was kind of fun. All right, so that is a media element that I've used in the course. And I've also used the media element of the tutorial, and that's in the class wiki area. So here's the class wiki area and the tutorial, which I shared with you all in the classroom, so I don't need to show you that again other than to show you where it is in this course. So you see that's where the students get to watch the tutorial, and it does have the closed captions, as you can see. So there is the media element, and these are the wiki areas that they're going to use. They'll have wiki, they're going to work in groups, and they will use the wiki. This is in weeks 3, 4, and 5. So they have 3 weeks they're going to do wikis together, addressing trends and issues in those 3 weeks. This is an area for announcements. This is a question area, and this is where I'm asking the students to meet with me via Skype on the first week just to get to know each other. It's a small class because it's a new program. There's only 4 students in the class, so I can easily meet with each individually and just connect with them in person and reassure them and give them some support. Course syllabus is here. I had to redevelop the whole course syllabus. There's explanations for requirements for weekly discussions, participation, and how they're going to be evaluated. Now this is the section on reflective journaling. I decided to make it one section, and what I did, which I kind of think is going to be cool, is I gave each student an area, which is actually a wiki, but I made it an individual wiki. So each student will go in to their area, which is their reflective journal, and I set it up for them so they have the 8 weeks of reflection, so they can go into the reflection. So for example, when they go to week 1 reflection, they're going to go in there and they edit. Let me show you that. They edit, and that's how they set up and do their reflection. They'll put it in here. I like this because then they can actually add graphics, because I'm asking them to make it a bit more engaging with some graphics or poetry or art or something like that. So I'm going to encourage them to be creative in it and to even add links and video if they want. Anything they want to do to enliven their reflection and to express themselves. So I think that's going to work out very well. I created the tutorial for the wiki, and so I have already showed them how to do this, but I think I'll probably do a brief reminder for them again, because they're not really doing the wiki until the 3rd week, but they're starting the reflections right away. So I'll show them how to do that this week, just to give them a little update on how to work in that area so they won't be frightened by it. So that's the grading rubric is here for the reflective journaling, which I showed you in the presentation. This is each of their journals. And then it goes week by week. I'll give you an idea of how I organize the weeks. This is week 1, and it's called The Evolution of Professional Nursing. I provide a brief overview of the focus of it. I give them their objectives for this module, what they're supposed to accomplish by the end of the module, and then provide them with an overview with links to different internet resources that would help them learn more. Each week they will have a discussion question, and I did try with the discussion questions to be a little more sensitive to and thoughtful about making sure they're applying that what they're learning in the discussion, that they're also connecting back to their practice. Because remember, all these are practicing nurses. These are not baby nurses. These are nurses who have already been in nursing for probably anywhere from a couple years to it can be as long as 20 or 30 years. So turning their discussion question back to their practice helps to apply theory to practice. So, for example, in this discussion question, they're going to be looking at developing a strong position, convincing the reader that caring and the knowledge, science, and nursing are important to the profession of nursing. And I also want them to think about and provide an example of how they think their nursing practice reflects both caring and clinical excellence. So that's sort of tying it back into practice. And then each week they will have a reflection due. That's a guided reflection. And they will have special topics. What I do with special topics is give them different tidbits. In this case, I've given them a video to look at and comment on, and this gives an opportunity to provide more substantive comments outside of the discussion question. So they're required to be in the course 4 days out of 7 and post at least one substantive comment to another or to the special topics thread on each of those 4 days. So they have to answer the discussion question and respond 4 times during the 7 days of the discussion week. And then this is just their weekly participation. So that's kind of an overview of everything that I've done in terms of what we're doing for this presentation. I'm still finishing up the end of the course because it's taken so long to pull it all together. But I'm not too worried about that because the students are coming in for the first 2 weeks and then they'll be focused on that assessment course that they must take. And if you're wondering why this course is kind of fragmented, it's just plain logistics of getting these students into the program, taking this course, but having to jump into an established course that the traditional RN-to-BS students are taking. So they're going in and joining some RN-to-BSN students in an assessment course and then finishing that course and coming back into this course. So we're hoping it's not going to throw them off too much, but I'm pretty confident it's not because the first 2 weeks of this course I've made as simple as I can, and it's quite just an overview of the history of nursing and the profession of nursing. So it'll be an easy way to break away, and then we'll go into somewhat more of the complicated topics like legal and ethical issues in nursing, healthcare reform and social issues, things like that. Now, the first 2 weeks are not too hard. They're the evolution of the professional nursing and nursing's unique holistic perspective. Okay, so that's that. That's the course as it is now. I appreciate you listening, and I also look forward to any of your comments. Thank you so much.